Jesus began speaking. The heart is the most vital organ in your body, my love. Nothing can be done without the heart. Once the heart stops beating, the body dies. If you try to do anything and there is no true love from your heart, it means absolutely nothing. If you can think back to how many things you've tried to do with no true love for it, how successful were you? Yes, the word says the heart is deceitful and you shouldn't trust it. But let me further provide revelation to this scripture. In today's times, many people's inclination of the heart is worldly and has no true desire for me. So when people say to follow your heart, they are really saying, follow what you really want to do. So many hearts have no desires for the things I long for them to have. So they follow their fleshly desires, which have become lodged in their hearts. When the desire for me is non existent, the heart cannot be trusted. Only if you have my will and purpose in mind for you when you engage in activities and make daily decisions, whether big or small, does your heart hold merit. A heart without me cannot be trusted and is deceitful. A heart with me at the center holds no regard for itself, but only for my will and purpose. This is why you feel so detached, my love. Your heart is being emptied of the things of the world that you held so dearly. You're realizing that none of those things you cared so much about actually matters and is important. This emptying of self is a very painful process, and yes, your flesh is rebelling against this process. This is no reason to condemn yourself, but I am revealing this to you so that you understand that the flesh hates spiritual things, and by your willingness to be emptied of yourself, your will or flesh is rebelling. You must persevere and keep your focus on me. Time spent with me has no rule book to it. Remove religious principles out of your mind, my love. You know by now that's not how I roll. I'm looking at your heart, not ritualistic things. If your heart is only for me and my will, you accept the path I've laid out for your life, and you won't need to worry about anything. Your love for me will show for itself, and the tree of your life will bear the most beautiful fruit for the whole world to see that you're mine. You will only find your motivation through me and not through checking off tasks from a list to make sure you're being a good Christian. No one is good without me, and only with me can you truly become holy and set apart. I have anointed so many of you for great things that you will not see all of on this earth and during this lifetime. Trust that I know what's best for you. Let go of condemnation, fear, and worrying. Let go of the need to be perfect. These are pointless worldly things which have no use for you in heaven. For there, all things are pure and light. There is no more suffering and no pain. But your pain and suffering is absolute during this time and will be rewarded greatly later on. Don't allow the sins and burdens of this world to put you into depression, but look to me and focus on the love that we share. Our 1 year anniversary is coming up, my love, and what a year this has been. I can't wait to celebrate with you. I love you, my bride. And that was the end of Jesus' message. So here, God is He's encouraging us to really just make sure our hearts are centered on Him. And the ending of what He said, a year ago, I had my spiritual wedding ceremony with Jesus, and it's coming up on June the 8th. So that's what He was referring to. I was really shocked that He said that at the end, but He did. And that's what He's referring to. So it'll be our 1 year anniversary of just a spiritual marriage that we had, that he said that he wanted to have with me. And it was a really beautiful ceremony. It was both myself and my husband there. And, it was really emotional, and I can't believe it's been a year since then. So here, Jesus is just sharing his love for us and saying that he just wants our hearts to be inclined to him, and not feel like we have to perform or be perfect. But if we really have our hearts focused on him, then everything else will come and it will flow so much more naturally. So I hope that we be encouraged by this, and to know that, you know, once we have given our hearts to Jesus and we have opened ourselves up to him, the fruit of the fact that we belong to him, it will show. It's going to show. We don't need to try to force it. We don't need to try to make people see something about us. But the more that we're in love with Jesus and we seek him wholeheartedly and we give him all of us, all of our hearts, the fruit will bear. It will become beautiful. It will grow. And the whole world will see that we belong to Jesus. So we don't have to do anything special, but just love him. That's it. Love him and trust in him to lead and guide us. So I pray that this encourages you, and God bless you.